All right, all right, all right, all right. Are you ready to go through some examples? So you're going to see how this whole framework is applied of the now and the new and how you can do it too. And that rhymes. All right, I'm going to share my screen again. We're going to look at the same examples as you saw with the aim, with the statement. So you're going to hear them again and listen to through the lens of how can this work for me? That's the most important part, okay? Because you know now it's not so much about the framework. The framework is here to guide you, to help you to become more associated with the journey so you can make your decisions easier of what stories you're going to pick. So let's look at the examples again. And let's start with mine first. So you know now that I was an innovation manager and I saw ideas dusting off a shelf and I really wanted to empower people who actually care. So I came up with a sentence: coaches and entrepreneurs, that's who I help to become transformational speakers without the hassle and the nerves so they can help more people and earn money with it, impact and income. So to really associate myself, I started to figure out what's the now and what's the new. And these were the beliefs and these were the thoughts that mostly came up. Again, this is the framework, but I filled in like a whole list of thoughts, a whole list of beliefs. So really go all in with this. But this is just to give you momentum, okay? So what people believe now is I'm not a speaker. I don't know what my message is. I don't know. I don't think people really care about what I have to say. I will freeze when, and I won't get across what I want to say. About that last one, I want to tell you something. This is something I didn't know first. Okay, so I made this whole list. I created like really, really a lot of beliefs, a lot of thoughts, and that's what I was speaking to. Now, when I was training, there was this one woman who said, I am afraid that on stage I will lose it. I will like literally freeze, and I'm not sure if I will be able to handle the consequences. I'm not even afraid of the fact that I will freeze. She was mostly afraid that she was not able to handle the consequences. And I thought, wow, I've never heard that fear, and I was not even aware that fear was a thing. Then, because this was in a group, I asked, who else has this fear? And multiple people raised their hand. So when you are training, when you're asking feedback, when you're working with real people, whether it's paid or for free, you're collecting data. And that data you're gonna put in your savings account of this is my now, this is my new. So you're adding thoughts and feelings constantly. This is something that you're always adding towards. Like this is now a summary that I created for you, but I have a whole list of all the thoughts, all the feelings that I've ever collected. Okay? So the new scenario is I'm a leader and leaders are speakers, and therefore I'm willing to go through it. My imperfect perfection is going to resonate best. I know my message for now and I will always develop it. I will handle whatever comes up, and my message is more important than the fear of the freeze. Because I know that my message is there to be is worth sharing. I know that my message is ready to impact other lives. So let's see what questions people mostly ask themselves and what my 3 steps are to run with this, okay? So the now is what will people think of me? To what are the gifts the audience will receive? Wow, that's a transformation. Again, this is just to get you revved up. We want a lot of questions here. And the 3 steps that I came up with was stand up for who you are, speak up your truth, and create your story, and then scale up your impact and your income. You start to see how this all fits together? Second one, Iffy. You already saw her. She's a black autistic woman. She felt she was a misfit, and now she's basically a high performer and feels very connected to herself. She created this framework. I help misfits to love themselves without a doubt or fallbacks so they feel fulfilled and can help others, right? So what did she come up with? She started with questions like, what's wrong with me? Really focused on the negative. While the new scenario, people will ask themselves different questions, such as, how can I show up with love for myself and others even more? So you already assume that you already are. So it's a great new question, right? If she can distill this new question and integrate it in her talk and distill it in her audience's mind, that's gonna have such a big transformation. Because when you change people's question they ask themselves, you change the focus that they focus on. So you change their whole reality, right? The 3 steps that she has is look at what is working, create a daily love practice, and join her community. So that's her 3 steps. Another one? You know that's coming. You know that's coming. All right. So Thijs, passionate nerd, knows how to code, wants to add value to the environment, and creates a coding product that will help the world. So he helps normal people connect their passion to a global challenge. So what did he come up with? In the now, people don't feel equipped. They believe my skills are not enough to really change something. The world's problems are too big to tackle, and I don't know what I can do. And when he brings people along the journey, there's new beliefs, new questions, new thoughts that they will have. For example, I'm perfect and I can do something now. My passion is my secret. I can change lives with it. My contribution makes a difference. There are so many options. It's just what makes me happy. Again, there's so many more and you want to download them all. This is just giving you momentum, giving you inspiration, getting your imagination revved up so you can come up with your own, right? So what he saw as well is a question that people ask first was, for example, why are we ruining the planet? He's helping people who really, really, really care about the world in the environmental way. So why are we ruining the planet? So, or, like this is not an empowering question at all because the answers to this are not nice. So what about what can I do today that makes a positive impact in the world? Wow. And in order to get there, you can follow his 3 steps. Choose your skill. So what's your skill? Mine is coding. What is yours? Step number 2, explore the connection. And then he can explain through a story how he did that, how you can find yours. And then number 3, make the move. Take the action. Do the thing, right? That's his top 3 or his 3 steps to get there. What about Noelle? Noelle, amazing woman, got a little lost when she was focused on being a mom all the time. She lost passion of, or not passion, because she was passionate about raising children, but she lost her own vision, her own, like what's it for her? Now everybody's like having their own amazing life. And she found it. Now she wants to help other people, right? That's what we just talked about. So now she believes, and people in her now that she's speaking to will probably believe that she's just a mom or just a dad, just a fill in the blank. They believe, and that's what she believed, that the best time is behind me. I'm already so old, what's next? The best is already past. It's downhill from now. I need to sacrifice my own dreams to be loved and needed. Wow, that's a profound one, eh? It's a beautiful one to reflect upon yourself, but imagine if you point this out in an elegant way, how people would feel seen. Because these are probably thoughts that they're not thinking out loud all the time. Is what you discover by truly, truly listening. And where they are now is, I'm in my prime time. Motherhood prepared me for this next season in my life. I've got so much to give. It's my time to shine. Everything that I've went through is for a reason, and now I'm here to give it back from a place of abundance and peace because I've experienced so much already. And the list goes on and on. Again, this is a download. You want to keep adding new stuff, new insights to this list, everything that you're exploring. The question, why does no one include me? Not a positive one, focused on the negative. What if she can help people in this transformation to focus on something different, to ask themselves a new question, such as, what am I doing today that brings me joy? Well, in order to get there, there's a 3-step formula. So, what is it? For example, evaluate what's working and what's not working. Sit down with yourself. Then, number 2, create your vision. What's your compelling future? What do you actually want? And then, number 3, make the plan. Right? Now, these 3 things might seem, obvious, and maybe the previous ones as well. But when you add stories to it, when you connect an emotion, when you connect all of these beautiful things, it becomes you. It becomes this transformative experience where people are curious, how can I learn more? Because I feel seen, I feel understood, I feel connected with you, right? Last but not least, one more example. Joy, heavy smoker, smoked since her forever, smoked so much that at some point she was like, I want to quit. I don't want this anymore. Nothing really worked until someone asked her a different question. And that's what she is going to do with her audience because she wants to help them to stop smoking. So, what's the now and what's the new? Now, people feel I'm a smoker. Nothing works. I'm not capable to quit. I've tried so many things. Nothing really works. I think I'm stuck with this. I'm not capable of even stopping. Others lie to me. They give me wrong advice. It didn't work. I cannot even trust new advice. So everybody who's going to try to give me advice, I'm not going to listen. Do you see how powerful it is to really, really sit down and see what's in the now? Because if she's going to just give advices and people in the now feel, others lie to me, I cannot trust advice. And she, for example, now in her speech says, now, what you might be wondering is she going to give me another advice? Because I've heard so many advices and nothing worked. I was there with you. Whoa! Now the people feel seen, they feel understood because you've met them where they are. You opened the door in front of their house, not one city away, right? Last one, ice cream is an illusion. I don't taste anything. You can have some fun with this. This is a specific picture that she saw. For her, ice cream was so important. She always loved it, but she didn't enjoy the taste because her taste buds were so dead from all the smoking that she didn't enjoy ice cream anymore. So that's what people believe in the now. Again, again, again. This is a list you want to fill in. You want to go through it. Maybe there's more ice cream stuff. There's more things that you can see. There's thoughts, there's beliefs, there's actions. Download it all in the now so you can associate yourself with the journey and can easily make decisions afterwards because you know what people are going through. In the new, I am the example. Everything I've went through makes me able to teach this now to other people. Everything happened for me, and now it's my job to see how I can extract those learnings, create teaching points, package them with nice stories so other people actually feel seen, heard, and understood and want to continue the journey with me. Oh my God, yes, you're in the right place doing this all. She is here to heal herself and help others do the same. And now ice cream is the best. So that's a new scenario. She started with the question, how can I stop smoking? And she created, why did I start smoking in the first place? And she realized it was numbing herself of an experience. And by focusing on the experience, she didn't need to numb herself anymore. So it was way easier to stop smoking. And her 3 steps, for example, are ask yourself a new question, heal your past trauma, and enjoy life without smoking. And what does that vision look like? So, are these things completely perfect, accurate, completely finished, and do they really have every single thought and action that people go through? Come on, you know this by now. It's not. The goal of this, and I said this now how many times? Like maybe you can go through it one more time and just count how many times I said this. And really anchor that in. Because the goal of this whole exercise is that you are so connected with your audience that everything you say, everything you pick, everything you share is adding value to this transformation. And when you know that the transformation is the goal, you also don't really have to overthink, is it going to be this story or this story? Oh my God. Because it's about the transformation. There's arguments probably for both stories, and then you're going to go through the lenses of how to pick a story. You're just going to pick one and you're going to try it, you're going to iterate it, you're going to see what works and not. And you know what's the beauty? When you deliver and you feel imperfect, and maybe you are, quote unquote, with your rules of success, people are still getting impacted. When I started out, and there's videos, I wasn't as skilled as I am now, and tomorrow be more skilled than now. But you're still getting the transformation, you know? So what if when you lean into your transformation and you just go all in right now, right here, right now, right how others will do that too with you. So fill in the thing, upgrade the thing, do the thing, and connect to what this is all really, really about.